Trade my 4x4 GT3, ain't no longer be the street. I gave him chance again. I even told him free. I found it crazy, the police to shoot you and know that you did this to take it free. Fucked up, I seen what I seen. I gave them me hold them down, he said he can't breathe. There's too many mothers just grieving. They shit enough for no reason. They going up too long to get it. They throw us in kids like dogs and hyenas. I went to court, they sent me to prison. My mama was quick when they said I can't leave. First I was talking, I spoke real quick when I heard all this time. They gave this time to eat. He got a lot of this plus. We just for products of fire and fire. How the fuck they gon' blame us? You can't fight fire with fire, I know, but at least you can.
What's up, Mo? You going to the protest for Amadi at 6 o'clock?
Nah, man.
It's hard, I know. Everybody's going through it.
Yep.
I saw you at the visual a few nights ago. Y'all used to be tight. I know it hit you hard.
Right.
This doesn't even feel real, man.
But it is real, BJ. Again.
Like his mother said, the only way we can deal with it is together.
Do what you gotta do, man.
So many people standing with the family right now. You see the news. It's getting a lot of attention. We out here pushing hard for a change, man. We taking it to the mayor's steps in the morning.
The mayor, huh?
Yeah. So I just hope you stay involved, Mo.
I was at the vigil because my mom's called. Asked me to show up. That don't mean I'm involved.
Mo, we really need your support. We need everybody's help.
Help with what? Being and shooting my hands up, yelling, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Black lives matter. That's the support you're talking about?
We gotta make them accountable. Show them if they take our lives, they're gonna spend the rest of theirs in prison.
You gonna be strapped?
Come on, Mo. You know it's not like that.
Then this ain't a fight you about to win against no corrupt cops. Nah, the whole fucking system. What you think you doing? You making noise? This shit make it feel like you're doing something, and all it's doing is allow you to make the noise they allow us to make. Because it's better than us going that turn on their ass.
We're showing up in numbers, Mo. Over 1,000 people expected today. We in the streets letting them know we're not taking this land down.
What the fuck? That could have been you or Amir. Me, Mickey, Q, Lance. It could be us tomorrow. What kind of world you living in, B? Rallies, marching, holding signs? Sound like some laying down shit to me.
You're looking at it wrong, man. I'm angry too. Shit, man. I'm scared. Every time I get stopped by the cops, I know it's real. But anger and fear, it won't bring about change. But it can fuel the fight and make us push harder.
I've been getting thrown up against these brick walls for a long time, BJ. You what, 18, 19? I got 10 years on you. That's 10 more years of being beaten up, harassed, tased, hit with shit, having shit planted on me, or just living through this bullshit, or being called a nigga boy. One said to me, we should have left y'all monkey asses in cages.
I feel you, man. None of us deserve to be traumatized like that.
When life has ever been about what we deserve, BJ? You young, but don't be naive. I know I don't deserve that shit. You put a cop uniform on hate, and it don't change the hate. It just gives the hate permission to do what it do. Hate, man, it's like a fucking disease. And you know the only cure they see is to humiliate us, kill us. Show me a sign that's gonna change that, and I'll walk with all you up and down these blocks.
Mr. and Mrs. Keys was happy to see you.
Maybe.
They weren't. Police were there, but they kept their distance. You saw that.
Yeah, the heroes of the suburbs. To us, they're like ISIS with a badge. Fucking terrorists. This a gunfight, B. Now I know we shall overcome. A gunfight. Or they're gonna keep mistaking our wallets for guns. It ain't guns for tasers.
It's more political than that, Mo. It's channels we really gotta go through to change the way policing gets done. This ain't the Wild Wild West, man. This is our community. People are tired, man. If you come with us today, you'll see by the turnout that people are tired, Mo.
They've been tired, I thought.
It's different now. People are ready to rise up until these politicians, until these cops, until this business as usual gets exposed.
Exposed. Yeah, man, because don't nobody know this shit is happening to us.
Mo, listen to me. Old people, young people, black, white, mothers, fathers, man. In other countries, people are down with us. Protesting across the seas, Man, what's going on with brothers that look like you and me? There's people that would have never walked out their doors, let alone walk miles down the street to the courthouse, to the Capitol, to the police station, and raise hell, man. Solidarity. That's where we start. And that's where we at. Everybody here together. One cause.
Out here together now. Was the people out there together marching when it happened too? Man, this ain't nothing new. We can't be in our own yards, our own cars with our kids, coming from the grocery store, going to the grocery store, our hands up, hands down, face forward, face down, paw tied, on our knees, on our fucking knees. We ain't never safe with hate in uniform. Long as racism got a bad stuff on their chest, we gotta take it to their doorsteps, where they live. And when we get there, we gotta be carrying more than a sign that's begging them to let us live.
I hear you, Mo.
They gotta carry some caskets too.
Then what's next, Mo?
You tell me.
Well, we're at the beginning. We're still working that out. Next, we're walking towards what's next. We're living it right now. Next, if we want change, we gotta get enough people involved. We gotta get organized, become a community, a village, together. So what you talk about, man, doesn't happen. I'm fighting to live, Mo. I want to live. This other stuff, we're not there yet.
We are, even if we don't know it yet.
Mother and father lost a son. He was the sun and moon in their lives. At 28, he died at the hands of a cop who would not stop until 8 shots were in his back. In the back of my mind, I wish for a time that the color of skin did not color the sins of men who could target another's innocence. Now the pain gains momentum, and this is what we are left with as a family dies another death in whatever their world has left.
Zola, he is talking crazy, but he's so calm. I just need you to get here as quick as you can. I'm worried. Okay. What did you mean when you said you wouldn't wait for the court system to decide?
I meant just that.
And what's just that?
I can't wait. I'm tired of waiting.
But I'm waiting with you, Abu. You're not alone in this.
Tori, as a black man, you have no idea how hard people try to make it for us to be proud of the skin we're in. Look, babe, I know you're here with me, but you can't stand with me inside of that struggle.
I got my own fight in this, Charles. Listen, this is not the time for us to compete with one another on how this back in society tears at us both. This is not the time. I have raised with you 2 of the strongest black men anyone knows, and they just took one of them away from us. This is not the time. Because you raised with me 2 of the strongest black men anyone knows. They just took one of them. I'm hurting too. Because he knew who he was because of us. He knew he never had to live on his knees because of us. Because you taught him how to walk in his power and integrity. And I taught him how to measure with his heart and choose his battles wisely like his father. I just think you need to be still right now.
I can't be still. The church is calling because they want to sympathize with us. I get that. But the lawyer, he's calling because he just sees dollar signs. And the news and the papers, they just want a good story. Our son was not just some story to tell. And there's no court system on this planet that can tell me if the man who put 8 holes in my son's back, his back, Gloria, is justified and should or should not go to jail. He was just trying to do what they told him to do. And that's after doing nothing wrong. He turned to leave because it was over. Because Gloria, he thought it was over. Why was another cop leaving, huh? How did he pose a threat? He wasn't even running, he was walking. That don't matter. That don't matter. Our lives will never matter until theirs is in question. I have made my decision.
What decision?
He has to die.
Look at me. Look at me, Abu. Sit down, please. Look at me. We need to talk. This isn't you.
It's me, Gloria. It's the side of me that's tired of being patient, taking blows on every turn, every day, and still expected to say, yes, sir. Thank you, Master. Do you approve of me yet? Am I good enough now? Sorry for being black, Master. I'll be less black tomorrow and the day after that. I keep scrubbing the skin if that appeases you, Master. Then I wouldn't recognize my own self, Gloria. Anger and pain is all I got right now.
You need to see change right now. I get that. I feel that. I want to see change right now too, but this ain't about change what you're talking about. Something else.
Yes, something else. Something new. Something we've been too afraid to do or just too damn civil to do.
We're civilized people.
They're not afraid, Gloria.
We're not vigilantes.
Right, because we wait patiently for the legal authority to decide our fate. And the law's been working out so well for us. And our son, he'll get that justice he deserves. Is this what you believe?
I believe our family needs you. Your son
They
and
lie.
I need you.
They say our children resisted. They say they reached for a gun.
Here needs
They
you.
say they attacked us.
You still have a son
They
left.
make them all out to be monsters. And underneath it all, they don't believe our children deserve to breathe the same air as them. I can't be still here with myself.
We can find another way. This new grandchild. First, we need you. We need you. This is crazy.
Did you say me standing up for Amadi is crazy?
You know that's not what I'm saying, but it's crazy for you
There's
to be.
nothing crazy about a man standing up for his children or putting his children before himself.
But that's not what you're doing.
Oh, come on,
You're
Gloria.
talking about taking another man's life. This is insane.
No. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. This is the most same thing I think I can do right now.
Amadi is gone. And taking another life will not bring him back.
They took our son 1 block away from our house. They wouldn't even let him come home.
This thing has got us upside down, and the only way to survive is to be better than them.
Better according to who? What is better, Gloria? It just keeps on happening. They hate us and they haunt us.
Abu,
I gotta do this.
you are not doing this.
Our people have to stop thinking that one day we'll just overcome. That day is a choice. This right here, this is self-defense.
Hey, no, it's not.
The protection of one's person or interest. Our interest is our children and our children's children and the ability to walk down the street black and not have to fear for their lives. This is self-defense.
It's not wisdom.
You keep telling me what it's not because it's not neat. It's not pretty. They think we were just born to be beat down and forgive. We're the most forgiving people on the planet, Gloria. To rise up against someone oppressing us is wrong. It's violent. It's ugly. Savage even. Huh? Gloria, you cannot fall for this. Please, don't fall for
I'm
it.
not falling for anything.
How many times do we got to be laid out in the middle of the street on our stomachs because we didn't stop or respond quick enough to an officer shouting obscenities at us saying we look like somebody or we fit the description? Yeah, fit the description. How many lives have we lost because of that way out for them?
Don't do that. Don't do that, Abu. This is not what Amadi would have wanted.
No. What our son wanted was to live. He would have never imagined being gunned down 1 block away from his house. After receiving a master's degree of education with a baby on the way. We're the only ones left to make these decisions right now, Gloria.
Yes! We are all that's left to make the decisions together.
You want me to ask you if this is all right? Or you want me to get your permission? Or my sons? Or my sisters? Who? There's no one that can make those decisions for me right now but me.
You want me to say that this is fine with me? Go ahead and kill him? An eye for an eye? Ruin another family? That's insane. All right, I'll see you when you get back. Is that what you expect from me? Because if it is, that's not the woman you married 25 years ago, and definitely not the mother that helped you raise these boys to me. Self-defense, revenge, whatever
call it what you want, but don't you dare call it revenge. It is what's necessary. And you don't have to see it. I do. Until they have to think twice about what might happen to theirs when they take one of ours, they will never stop killing our children.
They will have to answer for it one day.
When, Gloria? When will that day come? We're the ones answering for it right now by defending our children after they've been killed while they vilify them.
There are witnesses to what happened to Amadi.
It don't matter if there are witnesses. It don't matter if they caught the whole thing on camera or heard it all on a 911 call. Don't you get that yet? They manipulate the mind. They construct the news, the pain, the fake empathy. Did it matter for Rodney King, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Breonna Taylor? Who want to kill every dark body that just want to live?
I know the same history you do.
Then don't ask me to stay.
People are tired of what's happening to our people. They're tired, and our son will be the change. He didn't die in vain. People are tired. You know that, you see it.
I know they're tired. They're protesting. They're marching. They're screaming. They're praying. I see it. It's true. They're making vigils on stairs and around trees with teddy bears and candles and flowers. And it's just not enough.
They care. They care.
I know they care. But I just want to scream at them and just tell them to stop. It would not bring them back. And until you can show me where it has worked, or it has saved a life, or it's changed police tactics on us, I gotta go.
You are not going!
Give me one good reason why I should stay and wait for a system that hates everything I am and wait for its justice to be delivered. Give me one good reason, Gloria, and I'll stay here with you, babe. Just one reason is all I need.
It's not God's will.
Was it God's will for you to bury your son at 28 years old? Look, or for that cop to be on a paid administrative leave? Or Amir to lose his big brother, his mentor, at the age of 18? Left to hold up signs and pass out t-shirts? Or for this boy to be left in our hearts? Because we are black, we have to accept being a target? Our sons have to accept it? We just pray that we make it home every day? Please, Gloria, please don't make this about God.
I know that God will not give us
More than we can bear.
Yes,
I heard it over and over again. But he also gave us free will.
Not to kill people.
They killed us. They killed our son. This is about their hate, power, and delusion. And how it kills us. They think we're trying to replace them. They think we want to make their women mothers to black babies. They think we haven't earned our space here yet. They're afraid of losing it all one day. But this is not just their world.
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 Yes. A sick man took Amadi from us. But don't let that poison everything about us. The rest of our days will be spent making a difference. There's some sick people out there, and they shouldn't be police, but that's not every single white cop. I can't devote my life to hate.
This is not about hate, Gloria. Someone has to turn the wheel. We're not going in the right direction. Our son deserves better than this. And some sick racist cops in uniform.
And I wouldn't want any of their lives. The ones that don't serve or protect, the ones that terrorize us, no, I would not. What he did to our son will make him sick. It will give him disease. It will look physical, but it will be spiritual. We never know how evil's going to be dealt with, but it is. It always is, and I'm not going to get in the way of that. The Bible says the wicked will not go unpunished, but the children of the righteous, shall go free. And I'm praying like I've never prayed before because this thing has got a hold on us. And it can either bring us together or tear us apart, and I'm not going to let it tear us apart. This is not our war to fight. Come in. Where's Zola?
I'm here. She's with Amir.
I think he's about to leave.
Zola and Amir, they were picking up signs when he called. She's getting here as fast as she can. Look, I came here because she called me and told me what you said, so if I can help at all.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to be here.
I know we don't always see eye to eye, but let me just try to talk with him. I mean, if you think he's serious, you might have to call the police and keep him from doing something crazy.
Call the police? Are you serious? You still don't get how things work, do you?
He needs to be smarter. I see that. Right now he's being irrational.
What did you say, Mark?
Are you really thinking about going and hurting that cop?
Did you call him over here to talk to me?
No, she didn't. She called your sister. She is on her way. I came on my own. Man, I can't even begin to imagine what you've been through.
I know you can't.
But right now, let's deal with this.
Deal with what?
If you go through with, doing what I think.
You, of all people, you think you're going to come over to my house and change my mind?
I don't know. But you're not thinking at all.
Mark, go home.
Ooh.
Your family needs you. Amir needs you. They care about you. Zola and I care about you.
You care about me. You don't even know who I am. We aren't close. You are married to my sister, and that's fine. She can marry whoever she wants to. But to me, you have always acted like some privileged asshole. You have not set one foot in my house without her. I tried to open my doors to you at the beginning. But no, you was all too busy being important everywhere else. I tried to be accepted because I love my sister. I may not always love her choices. She had learned to tell me. She wanted someone without a lot of baggage, looking me dead in my eyes, like she forgot who she was talking to. I'm the spitting image of my father, a strong black man who took care of his family and loved his daughter. But no, she said only a white man could understand her accomplishments, that she didn't have to shrink for or put back together like we all broke. And who did she bring home? You. Distinguished Ivy League Mark. Without a care in the world, 1,000-acre corporate capitalist Mark. Fake-ass activist Mark with no baggage. At least she thought. Until she became your arm candy that validated you into every black circle you wanted to be in. Honestly, I think you make her feel like she's enough. I don't know where she did that from. But you don't belong here.
Abu, I thought we had a little bit more respect for one another than this. I mean, you should have addressed this. These feelings you had about when we were working out, and I'm really shocked.
Really? You're shocked?
I love your sister, and she loves me as I am. And she does not see me as some elitist. We have a good life together. I came here to talk to you, one man to another, because she's worried sick about you. I don't have children, but one day I hope we do, and I wouldn't want what happened to Amadi to happen to mine or anyone else's child, not even my enemies, and I haven't. Maybe you are one, and I didn't know it. I loved Amadi, and just want to help.
Look, you can't help until you gain some consciousness and can admit the system you count on that opens every door for you before you even arrive and closes them even by dint of approaching. It's the same system that would allow the cop that murdered my son not to be convicted of the crime. Your American dream, not mine.
This is not about politics right now, though. This is about you leaving here without adequate forethought.
Adequate forethought? Maybe for you, who has the luxury of time to not think about the possibilities of his death every single day.
Whatever you want to get off your chest, fine, do that. I will be your punching bag, Abu.
I told you, you need to go home, Mark.
We just need a little time. That's all.
Your family has already lost one man in this house, and they do not need to lose another. There will be a trial, and those cops will be...
Go free.
We don't know that.
You do know that, Mark Dupree. That cop's buddies has already raised over $50,000 in the 1 week it took for me to bury my son. And the police chief says, we're going to do a thorough investigation.
I cannot speak to that.
Who's doing the investigation? Do they look like you or me? Look, if you want to do some good, they call in a few of those favors from some of those high people you know in those rich high places. And you tell them you have a black wife. And you tell them a grave injustice has fallen upon her nephew. And you demand justice. You tell them that you will not rest until that cop is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law and sees the inside of a prison cell. Can you make those calls, Mark? Maybe get a little dirty. Lose a few friends. Burn a few bridges if you push too hard. But learn what real sacrifice is when you go the distance with us. Can you do that, Mark? Make those calls.
You have done nothing but insult me since I got here. You really asking me to make those calls? Then fine, I will make them. You treat me like I'm your enemy just because I'm white. I'm your ally, Miss Boo.
Then show it with your actions. Stop just posing. You talk about racism sometimes, but what do you risk? What do you actually do? When was the last time that you felt threatened for your strong faith for justice? Look, your own twisted shit is not going to be dismantled with just a few phone calls. But thanks.
This is about justice for Amadi, not some war on racism. You jerk. Do you want to go out there with your gun and serve vigilante justice like some thug? Then go ahead. You all think guns make you powerful.
What'd you say?
I said, do you think a gun will make you powerful?
No. You said you all think guns make you powerful.
You're getting in my head now.
Oh, yeah,
I'm upset. I'm sorry if it came out that way. It was just a slip of the tongue.
No, it wasn't. It was your idea.
I wasn't talking about this family, Abu.
Oh, of course not. We're the good ones. For God's sake, you're sleeping with my sister every night. Validation check. You were talking about the other ones, the other bad black people. I know one.
You are intolerable.
I have to be. If I don't, then history just keeps repeating itself.
What does that mean?
It means go home, Mark. It means intolerable, impatient, mad, angry, evil, whatever it takes to stir up that emotion in me that is absolutely necessary to fight against death.
Then rewrite history, Abu, with all your anger. I mean, really, I'm trying to help. Here, trying to communicate with you. Listen, you need to rise above this foolishness, this simple thinking, and this victim mentality, and stop treating us all like we're your enemy. We're not all conspiring against you. And I am not guilty. Yes, you are profiled. Yes, you are stopped unjustly and harassed, and yes, you have the right to ask why you're being detained by the police. Yes, the world is unfair to you, but you also have a legal responsibility to comply with the officer in a non-threatening, intelligent way. He is a representative of the law. You have a responsibility to yourselves to learn law, really get to know it, and to know what to do in those cases and seek legal counsel. It's your ignorance in the law and what it requires of you, and your inability to comply within the constraints of law that is causing a lot of these incidents. I know, in Amadi's case, that's probably not okay. All right, chill.
Told you. Pressure, burst, pipes.
Please say you didn't do what I think you did. Please.
He's dead. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh, you didn't do it. Oh my God.
Somebody hit me too much.
Somebody else.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
Who did it?
Be anybody at this point. There's a lot of angry people out here. I'm tired.
I did. I did it. I don't need nobody to tell me I ain't been a real good man. What a man to me is all glued together and pasted. Messy as fuck. I ain't have a father like Amadi. Being around Amadi and his family, I wonder what they had. Not like all the things, toys, clothes. That nice bike Amadi got was in like 5th grade. Nah. Like the family trips to the park they used to take. I wanted that with my daddy. Or the family trips in the backyard where Mr. and Mrs. Keys all smiling and hugged up. You feel me? My daddy was a broken promise in my life. I still wanted to believe he was magic. But just show up. Even days after he said he would. But he didn't. Them days became years. Amadi's dad always showed up. Even for me. I did what I did tonight because somebody had to do it. I've been driving past that cop's house ever since they released his name, just thinking about a lot of shit. Tonight I was posted outside his house just watching his front door. I watched as his wife leave with his son. Just sat there thinking about what his life was like. Just thinking about how he still had one. What he would do if someone took his son from him. I don't know why I went there every day. What I was waiting for. Don't know. But tonight, when I saw Mr. Keys pull up right in front of that cop's house, I could see just by the way he was walking towards the door where bricks was on his chest. I was parked where I could see through the curtains where that cop was sitting in his house, on his couch, relaxing. By the time Mr. Keys stepped onto the porch, just that quick, I already shot the cop from my car 2 times. So Mr. Keys wouldn't have to. Mr. Keys dropped when he heard the shots, and when he got up and lifted his head, his eyes met mine. For a moment, it was so loud and precise what we had said without any words at all. Then I drove away. Somebody's got to be willing to put their blood on it. Die for the shit if they have to. Go to prison for something more than a gang war, or some stray bullet hitting somebody's little girl in a crowded park. I've done a lot of wrong living my life like a fucking island, building bridges to nobody. Amadi built bridges to everybody. Amadi and me, we ain't hung out in a long time because he was going forward. And I was stuck. Tonight, something was bigger than me. Bigger than my own freedom. No matter how other people may see it, how they name it in the news, I stood up against a system that says it's okay for a black man's blood to spill in the street because we ain't worth nothing to nobody anyway. But a white man deserves to live. Love his family. Watch his kids grow up. I ain't even saying what I did was the best thing, but I don't think it was the wrong thing. I don't see us knowing what the right thing is yet. We don't even know how to stop the shit from happening to us yet. If we did, we would have stopped it before Amadi got shot. Before all the brothers and sisters got killed for a basic traffic stop, for fitting that description, for jogging in the park, for walking in the park, for having a black phone, a black wallet, a black comb, for wearing a black hoodie with dark skin. Ain't no comply and live. You comply and die too. We can't hide from that shit. It finds us. We better be prepared to fight back when it do.
Where do we go next? How do we turn the wheel? How do we deal with the pain, the courage that it takes to be the ones that stay? How do we remain? What is the heart made of when the pipes burst, when the pressure exceeds what's left of mercy? Here is one man's answer, you see.